Hello. Let's continue playing Dragon Age 2. In the last episode we escaped the Blight and traveled from Ferelden to Kirkwall. One thing I wanted to mention is that I remade my character so the whole family look like each other, but I kept all the choices and I spec'd the characters as it was in the first episode, so nothing changed except for appearance. Alright, so you can see how my character looks now. And she's looking a lot like her sister, in my opinion at least. But the previous one I had looked like she was adopted. We arrived at Kirkwall and now we need to talk to someone, I guess, to find out if we can even get to the city.
Get back to the crowd, you lot. Trying to bully your way through won't get you into Kirkwall any faster.
But you do intend to let us in?
We have enough poor of our own in the free marches. We don't need you refugees piling up here like a middens heap.
I heard someone call this fortress the Gallows. Is it a prison?
Used to be. Back in the Imperial days. They kept slaves here until the rebellion. Now the Templars run it and use it to lock up their mages. Guess not much has changed.
I like how he is so stressed and annoyed that so many people are trying to get through, but he still has patience for explaining the history of the city.
Are mages imprisoned here?
Well, no more than anywhere else. It's a circle of magi now. Magic is to serve man, not rule him. And mages are better locked up where they don't hurt anyone.
And Bethany is standing there with her stuff.
Why aren't we being allowed into the city?
If it were up to me, I'd bar the gates and let you find somewhere else to beg. But it's not. Some of you lot might have legitimate business in the city. So Knight Commander Meredith wants us to sort you all out. Most of you are getting right back on your ships, though.
That's a Templar title. Why would a city guardsman answer to the Templars?
We don't answer to her, but she's the power in Kirkwall. Don't know what would happen if the Viscount went against something she wanted, but he's sure never taken that chance.
First one.
There must be someone in charge I can speak with.
Yes, always the same story. You want in, talk to Captain Ewald. I'm just here to keep you refuse from climbing the walls.
Alright, at least we can get further a little bit.
The gates are shut. Not a good sign for a lot of people.
Was Wesley based out of the Lothering Chantry? I don't remember ever seeing him there.
He served elsewhere. He was coming to find me at Ostagar. Were you familiar with every Templar in Lothering?
How else was I supposed to know when to run and hide?
What you want? Money? I can pay you. Let us through, you flaming blighter. We're not staying in this pit.
Then get back on your ship and leave. Kirkwall has no more room for refugees.
The ship's already gone. We've paid good coin to get here.
You and half of Ferelden. There's nothing I can do. The city is full.
One of the guards said you were letting in people who have business in the city.
That's right. We've seen you let lots of people through.
Citizens and merchants that make it worth our while. I'll assume that you don't have any more coin than these gentlemen. We've been letting you Fereldans in for months. You're too late. There's no more room.
But we have family here. Doesn't that mean anything?
I've heard claims like that 1,000 times already, trust me. We'll find some ships to take you all back to Ferelden, eventually. Until then, you stay here.
Oh. Is this because I chose red options? I have this kind of special choice now. I can try it. Even though I feel like this would be the most logical. But I just want to see how it will go. I don't think I've ever gotten this.
We came here to speak to our uncle, Gamlen Amel. And we won't leave until we do.
Gamlen? I know that name.
He's a nobleman here in the city. Our family has an estate.
A nobleman? The only Gamlen I know is a weasel who couldn't rub two coppers together. He comes back, I'll bring you to him. But I don't have time to...
What? You gonna let them through?
I didn't say anything about...
We've been here for 4 days. They just got here.
That's it. We're carving our way out of here. Men?
That's how I expected her to react. And be more aggressive, but she's like, oh, we have an Uncle Gamlen here.
Unbelievable.
Captain, are you all right?
I am, no thanks to you. Where is everyone? Go find them. I want this kept under control. You have my thanks. Look, I can't get you into the city. It's not my decision. But I'll find your uncle and bring him here.
It's been 3 days. This waiting has to end.
I'm sure it won't be much longer. Gamlen must still be looking for us.
And if he's not?
3 days, how big
this
is the
must be him
city
now.
to find him?
Leandra. Damn, girl. The years haven't been kind to you.
Gamlen.
Let me say up front, I wasn't expecting this. The Blight, your husband, dead. I'd figured you'd pretty much be Ferelden for life.
Oh, Gamlen. We came too late. My poor Carver didn't make it, and Drastic guide him.
Oh, make her save me. Leandra, don't drop this on me here. I don't even know if I can help you get in.
There are other ways to get into a city.
That didn't turn out so well for those deserters earlier.
I hate to agree, but there's a reason they housed us in an old prison.
I was hoping to grease some palms, but the Knight Commander's been cracking down. We're gonna need more grease.
But what about the estate? Surely Father left something when he died?
Right, about the estate. It's, gone. To settle a debt. I've been meaning to write you.
Then there's no hope.
Not quite. I know some people who might help. If you're not too delicate about the company you keep.
Well, we don't have much of a choice.
Mother said our family was wealthy. You really can't help us.
I am blighted helping. I've got 2 offers of work from people who've got the coin to open those gates.
I still can't believe you sold the estate. Gamlen, how could you?
Well, I didn't expect your blasted family to show up on my doorstep. I've got a nice place in Lowtown. You'll see, it'll all work out.
Do we need to stay in Kirkwall? Let's go to another city.
This was my home. I can't believe they won't let me come back.
Every city on the coast's been hip-deep in Ferelden since the Blight. You could try your luck further inland, I suppose, but it won't be easy.
No, we're not putting Mother through that. We'll find a way.
Yeah, it feels like it would be so much better to go further to less occupied cities with refugees.
What do you mean exactly, Gamlin?
I talked to my contacts, and I found some people who might be willing to pay your way into the city. The catch is, you and your sister have to work off the debt. For a year.
A year?
It's the best I could do. Trust me when I say a bunch of refugees won't get a better option anywhere else.
We cut down dozens of Darkspawn and an ogre to get here. That has to count for something.
Unless you brought an ogre's head along on the boat, I doubt it. I managed to convince my contacts to come to the gallows to meet you personally. Mirren heads up the mercenary company, the Red Iron. They're looking for recruits. Fenrir, I guess you might call her a smuggler. Either one of them can help you. All you need to do is find them in the courtyard and convince them you're worth the trouble.
What do you think about this, Bethany? We've come this far. I don't care who we work for, as long as it means we don't have to go back. What kind of man is this Mirren?
He's a hired sword. What do you expect him to be like? I wouldn't bring him home for dinner or anything, but he's got a decent reputation. I wouldn't have asked him if I thought he'd cross you.
How dangerous is this smuggler's work?
Well, it won't be pretty working for her. She's a pretty small fish compared to some of the other thieves' guilds around here. But she's tough, she's fair, and she never deals in slaves or flesh.
Let's find them and see what they have to say.
Oh, Gamlin, I don't know about this.
It's a lot of coin, Leandra. Don't go expecting our name to carry the kind of weight it used to.
And what of me? I will not allow others to incur debts on my behalf.
Can't see that it makes a difference. You look like a lady who can pull her own weight.
Then you'll come with us.
I have no real option. Thank you.
Alright, so I think I usually choose the smuggler. So this time I will try and work with mercenary. I think they will appear later in the story. It's not just one-time deal. But I will probably talk to both.
Are you a Fenrir?
He must be Gamlin's niece. Interesting. I don't know what he told you about us, but he certainly told us a great deal about you.
He didn't say anything about me, did he?
Enough to pique our interest, provided you can justify your uncle's confidence.
I'd like to know more about what we'd be doing for you.
I can be honest. We don't compete with the Thieves Guild, but we keep our fingers in a lot of pots. That said, we're not killers or slavers. Anything short of that, however, is fair game.
Do what you want, but this sounds fishy to me.
We can't afford to be choosy. I hear getting us into the city isn't cheap.
If you're as good as your uncle claims, we're hoping you'll be worth it. After all, it's not every day we're offered an apostate's services.
Well, she's carrying a staff around. Probably she knows that she's a mage.
It appears our uncle likes to talk.
The Templars in Kirkwall like to think they have all mages properly leashed, but when has that ever been true? We can keep them from taking notice while you're with us. Wouldn't be the first time.
How did you get to be one of my uncle's contacts?
Is that what he calls me? He owes us after that last big idea. If you turn out, though, we'll consider things even.
I will press this to just keep options, because maybe I will really dislike the mercenary guy.
Tell me what you need done.
There's a merchant named Cavril, friend of the Templars, so they let him set up his little shop here in the gallows. We supplied him in return for a piece of the take, but now he won't pay up. We can't go near him without him screaming for the guard, but you can. Get our money from him and you're in.
Mirren?
And you must be Hawk. Nice. Your uncle talked up a storm about you. He better not be blowing more smoke out his arse.
I'd like to know more about you first.
Right. You're not a marcher like your uncle. The Red Iron is well known in these parts. We pick who we work for and keep our noses clean. But anyone screws with us, we mess them up. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
I never pictured myself as the mercenary type.
This seems more risky, but music became so loud all of a sudden. But it feels like Evelyn supports to choose mercenaries and Bethany supports smugglers. But like I said, I think I will probably try mercenaries because I never choose this because it just seems more dangerous and risky.
Getting us into the city will take a lot of coin.
Did I mention the Red Iron gets paid pretty well? Not to mention your uncle said your sister's a mage. We're willing to pay for that.
Does everyone know about us?
Your sister's not in the circle yet? Then probably not. You stick with us. You'll be safe. For a year, at least.
My uncle doesn't seem like the sort to hang out with mercenaries.
He doesn't. Gamlen cheated one of my men at a wallop match. You turn out, we'll call it even.
I'm ready to prove myself.
Noble bastard named Friedrich is here in the gallows. Gave us bad info. Almost killed my men. Now he's hiding out here, waiting for a ship. He sees us coming, he'll run for sure. But he doesn't know you. Go kill him and his men. We'll make sure no one asked why.
Okay.
Have you checked the courtyard again?
He's still out there, but he's alone. And he's not making a move.
I don't trust this. What will we do when the ship comes? Wait, who are you? I demand to know what you're doing here.
Let's try talking first.
Tell me why I shouldn't kill you. And make it good.
Mirren sent them.
I'm not an idiot. I could have figured that out for myself. Look, you. I don't know what that pissant thug is paying you, but I'll double it. Just let us go.
I might change my mind if I knew how you wronged the Red Iron.
Ugh, those fools take everything so personally. So I told Lord Asherall they were coming. It was business. I was perfectly willing to give the Red Iron a share, or all of it. I could give it to you as well. Just let me go.
What if I ask this?
All we want is a way into Kirkwall.
What? I don't have that kind of coin. I'm having trouble leaving the damn city.
So the Red Iron sent refugees after us?
Ah, stinking dog lords. Kill them and send their bodies back to Mirren.
Okay, now we don't have a
It's
choice.
about time.
I...
Go down!
Yeah, money. Let's level up. The rogue rushes forward, attempting to knock down the target and all nearby enemies. Okay. Sounds good. Let's improve Constitution and Magic. And continue with Elemental Magic. Turn the blade. While many warriors choose to endure their foes' hits, some prefer to deflect the damage instead. Let's pick this one. I hope they are using their abilities without me telling them. What if I check tactics? Alright, it seems like these are activated and they assign automatically, so I'm just not going to touch this. Oh, it's for advanced players, so yeah, I'm just not paying attention to that. I'm just joking, but well, maybe I will check it sometime, but not now. Alright, where was this? Ah.
It's done.
Good. May the bloody vultures feast on his corpse and shit him into the ocean. Welcome to the Red Iron. Tell your uncle I'm making the arrangements now.
Any luck?
It's done.
I'll speak to Mirren and see when the bribes can be made. Wait here.
Then we made it. The voyage is over.
I forgot that they had hair physics in this game. It's so cool. I thought it's just like, you know, like a blob that doesn't move. Is it like this in the next game? It does feel like that it is more fluid here. But probably I'm wrong. Alright, let's keep our style of responses.
We'll see what happens when this debt is repaid.
If only Carver were here with us.
And Wesley. Let's go. This is only the beginning.
Thus began the champion's first year in Kirkwall. Word arrived from across the sea that the hero of Ferelden had defeated the Blight. But Lothering was destroyed. Kirkwall was the champion's home now. So she made her name, settling her debts with the mercenaries. It was a busy year in the city. That's when the Kunari landed. A great storm had caught their ship and left hundreds of warriors stranded in the city, waiting to return home. That's also when the trouble began with the mages. The Templars had become very powerful under Knight Commander Meredith. But, most importantly, that's when I first met the champion.
I remember I really disliked Kunari in this game when I played before.
No! Andraste's tits, human. You know how many people want to hire onto this expedition?
But we heard you're going into the deep roads. Surely you'll need all the help you can...
No! You're too late. Already done. This is a sort of venture that can make a man for life. I'm not about to take any chances hiring random humans.
This expedition can open doors for us in this city. We have to go with you.
You're looking for a quick way out of the slums, right? You and every other Ferelden in this dump. Find another meal ticket.
What are we supposed to do now? We've got nothing to stop the next person who tries to sell us out. This expedition was our last chance.
But why last chance? They could just continue working for mercenaries. I guess it's not that much money as they need. Here I'm going to make an exception. And like I said, I'm not going to choose this red response all the time. I just wanted to shape her character because I know that in the future Hawke acquires this kind of personality depending on what we choose. So she becomes jokester, super kind person, or this brutal, I don't know how to call it, aggressive person. But I feel like in this story, Hawke is an older sister of Bethany, and Bethany is a mage, and she really cares about her and wants to protect her, so I don't think she would say that the Templars are your problem. So I'm going to say we'll be fine.
We've made a name for ourselves this last year. We'll find something. We have to. We need coin, status, something we can hide behind. As long as we're just refugees, we're no one. Maybe Gamlen knows someone who can talk to Bartram for us. Gamlen is the reason we've been here for a year. He got us into Kirkwall. We've been safe so far. We might as well ask. Otherwise, I don't know what we'll do. Hey!
I knew a guy once who could take every coin out of your pockets just by smiling at you. But you don't have the style to work Hightown, let alone the Merchants Guild. You might want to find yourself a new line of work. Off you go. How do you do? Varric Tethras, at your service. I apologize for Bartrand. He wouldn't know an opportunity if it hit him square in the jaw.
But you would.
I would. What my brother doesn't realize is that we need someone like you. He would never admit it either. He's too proud. I, however, am quite practical.
You're part of Bartrand's venture.
That's right. The deep roads wouldn't normally be my thing, but I can't allow the head of our family to go down there alone. So as you might imagine, I have more than a passing interest in this expedition's success.
What makes you so certain we can help? You know nothing about us.
Oh, on the contrary. You've made quite the name for yourself over the last year. Serving with the Red Iron is no mean feat. Yet you not only served, you impressed. The name Hawke is on many lips these days. Not bad for a Ferelden fresh off the boat.
It's weird that they became super popular, but Bethany is still not in the circle of Magi.
You must have heard of my sister as well, then?
Only a little. She is certainly welcome to come, but I'll leave that up to you.
Frankly, I'd rather you take the credit.
Madam, your secrets are safe with me.
Find out what he's offering. We need a way into this expedition.
She's whispering very loudly.
He said he didn't need another guard.
We don't need another hireling. We need a partner. The truth is, Bartrand's been tearing his beard out trying to fund this on his own, but he can't do it. Invest in the expedition. 50 sovereigns and he can't refuse. Not with me there to vouch for you.
Your brother doesn't seem like the sort who's willing to split profits.
My brother is many things, but he is not stupid. Far better to share the profits than be trapped in a tide with 1,000 darkspawn between you and the exit. Trust me, he'll come around.
Why would you stick your neck out for a complete stranger?
I'd rather take a chance on someone with your reputation than head into the deep roads unprepared. And besides, we'd be your partners. I'm willing to give a little trust if you are.
If I had coin to invest, I wouldn't need this job in the first place.
You need to think big. There's only a brief window after a blight when the deep roads won't be crawling with darkspawn. The treasure you find down there, could set you and your family up for life.
It won't be easy, but it's a chance. I think we have to take it. Better to work our way into this expedition than sit around waiting to be thrown in the gallows.
We work together, you and I, and before you know it, you'll have all the capital you need. What do you say?
There might be nothing down there except darkspawn and rubble. How can you be sure we'll make a profit?
Well, Bartrand isn't grasping at strings. He's operating on some good information. Some of the deep roads are so old, even the dwarves have forgotten them. We just need to get down there. Then Bartrand will lead the way. You and I will be there to handle problems.
What makes you so certain you'll be useful to me?
I know everyone in this city worth knowing. I can help you find the jobs you need, and if you don't need me for that, there's always Bianca.
You named your crossbow.
And why not? She's a beauty. Isn't that right, sweetheart?
What's to stop you from taking my investment and running?
You'll be traveling with the expedition, and I'll be at your side. If I cross you, you'll be the first one to know. And I'll be the last.
You're asking me to take a lot on faith.
You're asking for a guarantee? I don't know that I can give you one. Look, I know the Templars have been asking questions. How terrible would it be to get out of the city for a while? If this works out, you'll be wealthy enough that the Order won't be able to touch you. You need the coin, and I need your help. We need each other. I can't make it sound better than that.
Poor guy has to talk so much to convince her, but I would agree already. Feel like it's a good chance.
If this is a trick, you'll pay for it, dwarf.
Wonderful. I'll take that as a yes. Kirkwall's crawling with work. You set aside some coin from every job and you'll have the money in no time.
Maybe Aveline can find us some work. She's got a position with the city guard now.
We should talk privately when you get the chance. In the Hanged Man, maybe. I'll be there when I'm not with you. Now, let's go see what trouble we can stir up. Ah, Hightown, where the rich go to piss their money away. This really is the best place in Kirkwall.
Alright, so he's another rogue. Let's improve Bianca. I would like to get all the companions as soon as possible, but I will collect these side quests as well, because I think I get some companions from side quests and I can even skip them, so getting all the companions is not a must for progressing further.
I spent way too much time here.
Is it this guy? Oh no. He's not even marked, but I guess it's a merchant?
Another Ferelden street rat? Are you here to waste my time, or do you actually have coin to spend?
I think he is calling her a street rat because, judging by his accent, he's from Orlais, and Orlais and Ferelden were against each other. Well, they were at war, so I guess he hates her because of that, because she's from Ferelden. I'm not sure. Also, I'm not very strong in the lore, but if there will be something, I guess I can talk about it, but I don't know.
Greet customers that way, and you'll earn more beatings than coins.
Hey, I'm having a bad week. There are few Fereldens of means in Kirkwall. Forgive me.
Are you an armorer? A weaponsmith?
My stock is varied. What all my wares have in common, however, is quality. Only the best for my distinguished patrons. See for yourself.
How?
Here to sell today, guardsman. My shipment's late.
I was trying to, but
Do you intend to make a purchase this time?
Oh, okay. I think I'm not going to buy anything because I have some DLCs and they provide a bunch of armor and weapons, which even feels like cheating because they are very good. So I'm just going to maybe sell something right now. Is this how much we already collected? Her is even better than this one, so I will definitely sell it. Although, yeah, so he's selling weapons, so I think we can sell weapons to him for a higher price comparing to other merchants that sell other stuff. Again, I am not certain about it, but we will find out.
You don't seem to like your brother very much.
And here I thought it took blood magic to read minds.
I had a twin brother, Carver. He used to nail my braid to the bed while I was sleeping. I never thought I'd miss him this much.
Sorry about your brother. Hey, you want mine? I got a spare.
Hawk, long time no see, my friend.
Worthy. Not nearly long enough, I think.
Still have that chip on your shoulder, I see. You still with the Red Iron? It was just a year you were with them, right?
Yes, I'm done with that.
Good for you. Always nice to see someone striking out on their own. I'll tell you what. I still have my old contacts. You need some rune crafting done, I can arrange it for you. Take care, Hawk. Don't get dead.
Alright, so we don't have any lyrium. Should we visit Evelyn? Here. Yes, let's go there. Oh, actually, I think we can just teleport. Can we? No. Now I remember how we do it. We need to reach this house icon to be able to be thrown on the world map. But I think I'll just walk there. It's not that far.
Two more passes to go.
I'm just walking around looking for loot. But I assume loot is not laying around in the corners in this game. I already forgot.
Good day to you.
Okay, let's talk to him first.
Sebastian! Stop this madness. The Chantry cannot condone revenge, Sebastian.
It is my right, my duty, to show these assassins there is nowhere in the Free Marches to hide.
This is murder.
No. What happened to my family was murder.
I love his accent, Scottish. Duty. A grave crime was committed against all free-thinking men and women in the Free Marches. The ruling Vale family in Starkhaven, my family, was brutally murdered, down to the youngest babe in arms. This massacre was carried out by members of the Flint Mercenary Company. I hereby offer a bounty on the head of each Flint Company soldier in the Kirkwall vicinity. Prince Sebastian Vale. We need money. Alright, let's go to the garrison.
Did she want buttons? Shell buttons, was it?
Actually, this city, Kirkwall, reminds me of the dock town in Dragon Age the Veilguard, and the dock town there is my favorite area, I think. I guess because it reminds me of Dragon Age 2, and Dragon Age 2 was my very favorite game for the very long time. The gallows sits in a harbor that, of course, I start reading when it's loaded.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
Messere, please stop kicking the wall.
Who are you to talk to me like that?
You have entered a companion's home base. Okay, I know.
Aveline! Hello, Hawk.
She looks so cute.
Nice to see I'm missed. What? Oh, right. Sorry. It feels like we just talked. I've been keeping an eye on you. Information is one of the few perks of this job. Watch out for Bertrand. He's a son of a bitch.
You know I don't like it when you have people watch me.
Saved me camping on your doorstep. After what we went through to get here, well, you're no child, but I take care of my friends. The places they have me patrolling, I've got time.
She's so nice. I like Evelyn. I wonder if she will be offended if I say this.
I'm a Ferelden in Kirkwall. I don't have much say in who I deal with.
Bust some teeth, then buy the drinks. It worked here, but guards can be strange like that.
You have a unique charm, Aveline. I doubt the same would work on the dwarf.
If you're stuck, at least bring me along. I could sleep through the jobs I'm given here. In fact, I might have a job for you. Let me know if you want to do a favor for Kirkwall.
Yes,
Otherwise,
more money.
I'm here if you need me. Maker knows I could use more satisfying work.
Seems like Kirkwall suits you.
It has been a challenge. Lots of opportunity, if you're the type the locals want.
Are you?
If you argue enough, you kind of convince yourself.
It's been a year settling
Strange question.
Are you all right?
You don't need to coddle me. I am where I am. How close I hold my memories is my own business.
This must be a very different pace from serving King Cailan.
I love that life, but there's a new king for a new Ferelden. Seems cocksure, but I guess he was there when the Archdemon fell. Can't fault an active hand. It's just one more change, though. The real end for me was Ostagar. You and Carver must have felt something similar. I don't know if that's right to say. I barely knew him.
Death on that scale certainly has a finality to it.
Sometimes I wonder.
The Blight is over. You could go back to Lothering.
That wasn't home for me. It was just where the Horde pressed us. It wasn't the first village I saw fall. But you don't get used to people losing everything.
It's not how I wanted to say goodbye. I'll say that.
You can't go home again. That's supposed to be about maturity. It's not the same if you don't have the option.
All right, Aveline. You have something worth doing?
My patrols may be empty walks in the dark, but there's something big coming up, and I could use you. An ambush, probably for a caravan, although I can't find any shipments that match up. Doesn't matter though. Highwaymen waiting for someone to rob. I'm putting a stop to it, my district or not.
So many questions. But that's so nice. We get to know Companion more.
Do you have a name or anything else to go on?
Not important. If we show up and they attack, they're bad. Simple as that. I'll wager it's smugglers, though. Like I said, seems like an obvious trap for a caravan.
You've been nosing around outside your commission.
I have contacts, and they're complaining about a lack of meat. Thugs and such. Someone is hiring. And 1 or 2 were told to prepare for travelers. You want to be good at this job? You pay attention to what's missing and when people arrange escape routes.
Seems like you'd want to share this with your fellow guards.
I will, if you sit on your hands. I'll send my alerts and someone else will lead a patrol. But there's profit and influence to be had. You're my friend, so I'm offering.
I'm no guard, Evelyn.
There's only so many of us. Temporary recruits are expected time to time, as long as they're competent. You still claim to be competent, right?
Yeah, I don't see a point of not taking this job, since we have to collect 50 gold. We need to do a lot of work.
All right. Let's go break some necks for the greater good.
I knew I could count on you. They're hidden up Sundermount, remote and rough, but we can make good time with a shortcut this side. And no, you can't run off and do it without me. I trust you, but I have to be there. You're acting on behalf of the Guard.
Alright, we have 4 people in the party in this game. Let's maybe go to our new home.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
Good day, Sirrah.
Yes, it's here. Yes, let's go to our new home first. Mages can...
Varric, do you do anything?
Am I the next stop in your career evaluations? Joy of joys.
You watch and you talk. Is that it?
You are dismissing hallmarks of both the utterly ineffectual and the incredibly dangerous.
I don't know what you mean.
It means coins flow when I talk and when I shut up. Like if you got paid to guard or unguard.
That makes no sense.
Good.
My. If it isn't Hawk. Elegant. Lady Elegant, if you don't mind. I'm a married woman now. Last time we met, you were still working for that brutish thug, Mirren. Things have been going well since then?
She kind of looks like my character. Just different hair color.
Is there something you're interested in? You may recall I supplied the Red Iron with potions. I'd be willing to extend you the same courtesy if you like. All I ask is you inform me of any interesting reagents you find. In exchange, I'll approach my contacts on your behalf. And of course you'll need the appropriate recipes, such as this one. Free, for old time's sake.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't have any materials, so let's just visit it later. Or not. I don't think I ever really used it.
I have only the finest and
Ah, okay. It's not even a shop. Ah, it is a shop. I keep forgetting that we need to press on the style, because it doesn't work like this in the further games. At least in the last one. No, we're not buying anything. Let's just check at home what we have. Finally, we can collect some trash. Oh, not even trash. Health potion. Nice. I like that this is a thing in Dragon Age games. These giant cheese wheels. They are in every single game. I think we needed to talk to Varric. At least he said so. Yes.
Figured out there was no blight.
So, here's the thing. We need to find a way into the deep roads. Bartrand can lead us to the right place once we're down there, but we need a good entrance.
How do you plan an expedition into the deep roads without knowing a way in?
We need an entrance that's close to our destination, but isn't already plundered or filled with darkspawn. Fortunately, I've received some new information. There's a Grey Warden in the city. If anyone knows how to get down there, it'll be him.
Why would a Grey Warden know that?
The Wardens don't just fight darkspawn. They forge into the deep roads all the time. And if he doesn't know, he might be able to point us to those who do.
Are there any other options?
None at the moment. Bartrand had an entrance lined up, but it was a bust. I'll keep looking, but if we don't find something, we'll have a fancy expedition with nowhere to go.
Why would she say that? What is bad about Wardens? I have no idea, honestly. The Warden was a protagonist in the first game. It's a faction that protects people from the Blight. I mean, they fight Darkspawn and then the Archdemon. I don't know why she doesn't respect them. I'm curious, but I will keep the character.
We may need to wring it out of him. Wardens can be secretive.
Let's look at our options first. I'd rather not fight a Warden unless we have to. Supposedly, this Grey Warden came in with some other Ferelden refugees not long ago. A Lowtown woman named Lorene has been helping the Fereldans. We talk to her. Maybe we learn where he is. I'll keep after my contacts, see if I can drum up any other work.
Varric rivalry. Impossible. He's supposed to be our best friend. No, what have I done? It's because she's aggressive. No. How do I check that? No, please go back. Alright, so I think I should keep in mind that this influence, like my aggressive responses apparently influence relationships a lot. Even if it's not targeted at him, he, I guess, doesn't really like the tone she's talking in, so I'm probably going to keep the aggressive responses in the conversations with other NPCs, but with friends, I will choose my words more carefully. I know Varric likes joking, so maybe I will select that next time, because I really don't want to make their relationships bad, because I think it's a canon, honestly, that they are best friends. I mean, of course I can play as I want, but I want it to be my canon as well, that they are friends. This bed is so low. But he has a nice room in Kirkwall standards. Yes, trash. It's so much trash in this game that I can collect. And I can't do anything with it, I can only sell it. I wonder if they wanted to make it as something else, but they just didn't have time.
Do you ever wish you lived in Orzammar?
Great ancestors, no. You know what Orzammar is? It's cramped tunnels filled with nug shit and body odor. And every person there thinks he's better than you because his great-great-great-grandfather made a water clock or something.
But they're your people. Don't you even wonder what it would be like?
I have a good imagination. Why would I waste it on that?
Doing a little writing.
What's a speed griffin? Do they zip around Thedas, terrorizing Darkspawn with their lightning reflexes? Speed griffin. Good one.
I'm glad he's having a good time. But can I talk to him?
Welcome to the Hanged Man.
What's the word on the street?
You hear about the Isle of Redcliffe? Some say Andraste herself reached down and cured him so he could unite the land.
Any other news?
The craziest thing. Apparently, the pigeon population has taken a nosedive in Ferelden. Weirder. What kind of sick individual preys on those innocent things?
That's it for now.
Thanks. I should go.
Anytime.
Can I actually buy a drink? Did I pay? I don't want to pay. I don't have a lot of money. No more drinks for you. Alright, let's finally go home. I just stopped to talk to Varric because it was on the way. To take control of... Yeah, sure, of course.
Being a guardsman seems like a better life than being a soldier.
Oh?
My brother was a soldier. It's all about taking land and serving some king you've never met. Guardsmen, they do something real. They protect people. They make their lives better.
I don't... If I agree.
Neither would my brother.
It's so much banter in this game. I'm just stopping to listen to them because I'm scared that the combat will start and their banter will abruptly end and then they don't resume it. But they changed it in the last game, by the way, so there they just stop and then after the battle they are like, oh, where was I? And then they continue talking. It's so nice.
It's killing Mother to live in this filth hole.
Don't play cards with Kunari. I forgot we have this doggo.
Hard to believe they left me nothing.
Well, Mother was pretty steamed when you ran off with your Ferelden apostate.
I'm still their daughter, their eldest.
Alright, more quests. Bait and switch. Hawk, a dwarf named Anso, contacted the Red Iron looking for contract work. Wish I could take him up on it, but we've pressing business, so I recommended you. The dwarf pays well, so don't be a fool and miss out. Look for Anso in the Lowtown Bazaar at night if you are interested. Miran. Letter from Miran. Hawk, you were a pain in the ass to deal with, but a bloody talented one. If you get sick of being just another unemployed refugee in this shithole, maybe we can grab a drink. If there's any odd jobs my boys can't handle, I'll send them your way. You're welcome, Miran. The Black Emporium. Greetings. You do not know who I am, but I have heard of you. I understand you might need items from my collection as well as the means to obtain them. I do not extend this invitation to anyone, but you are not simply anyone, are you? Consider this an invitation to the Black Emporium. Enclosed are directions through the passages underneath the city, as is the charm to enter. If you give the charm to another, its permission will immediately be revoked, and the consequences will be unpleasant. Adieu, Xenon. Duty. But didn't we already pick this up? But we'll read it anyway. To whomever elects to participate in the charitable deed of assisting the Vale family of Starkhaven. His Most Worthy Highness, Prince Sebastian Vale, has provided instructions for anyone brave and noble enough to attempt eradication of the rebel who dared attack his family. 3 groups of Flint Company mercenaries have been sighted in the Kirkwall vicinity. One group makes camp not far from the elves of the Sundermount mountain range. The second has been seeking information on the docks after nightfall. The third is far from the main road of the Wounded Coast. They are believed to have a small campsite well past any known landmarks. A princely award awaits whoever finds and defeats all these rogues. May the Maker guide you, Chanter Taleta. So, this letter talks about elves that live around Mountain Range, and if you never played Dragon Age, elves, at least in these areas, Free Marches, Ferelden or Ley, elves are considered lower than humans, and in some places they are slaves. So elves can either live in the city, but in a special district where only elves live and they are not allowed to live among the humans, or they can choose to live outside the city like nomads, and they try to preserve their history and learn about their past because they lost some of this knowledge and they just try to uncover it. Also, these elves who live not among humans, they have tattoos on their faces, and each tattoo shows the mark of a certain elven god. And we will find out about these markings a little bit more in the next game and in the last game.
My children have been in servitude for a year. They should be nobility.
If wishes were poppy, we'd all be dreaming.
Why was nothing set aside for us, Uncle?
Your mother was supposed to marry the Comte de Launcey, and instead she ran off with some Ferelden apostate. You don't get to stay the favorite when you do that.
Where is Father's will? If I could just see for myself.
It's not here, all right? It was read, it went in the vault. No one needed to look at it again.
Well, honestly, it kind of makes sense if she just ran away with some guy without telling anyone and disappeared. Then it would make sense that they didn't really leave her anything, if they didn't even know where she is, but...
I know the Amels were nobility, Mother, but not much else. Why don't you ever talk about them?
The Amels have been a noble family in Kirkwall since Garahel drove out the Fourth Blight. But we've always carried magic in our blood. It's been a stain on our lineage. No family of good standing would ever marry into a line with magic. When I chose your father, I was bringing more magic into our line, not less. I think that's what hurt my parents the most.
Yes, and also, as you probably noticed, mages are not free in this universe. Well, depending on the country as well. In the north, mages are free, but in these countries like Ferelden or Ley and Free Marches, mages are kept in the circles of magi because people believe that they are dangerous. They are not allowed to go live outside and be free. They stay there their whole life, so there are also apostates like Bethany who don't go to the Circle of Magi, and it's punished in this universe. They just try to hide that she's a mage because they don't want to say goodbye forever to her.
Did Grandfather mention Mother in his will at all?
Our father died when you were still in Pinafores, girl. You can hardly expect me to remember.
Sounds like a yes to me.
Take me to the vault.
Can't. It's in the cellar of the estate. Someone else lives there now.
You didn't take your parents' will.
It was old news. You think I've been sitting here for 25 years waiting for Leandra to slink back?
Who bought the estate, Gamlen? Perhaps I could speak to them. Was it the Reinhardts?
No one you know. Get used to Lowtown, sister. That's where we're going to stay.
Well, it is obvious that they left something for their mother.
So, I hate thinking badly of family, but did Uncle Gamlen seem a little slippery when he talked about Grandfather's will? If he, say, invested money that was meant to be Mother's, do you think he would tell us?
I don't understand why wouldn't he just tell them? I'm sure they wouldn't be angry at him, they would understand that he didn't have a choice. If he was apologetic and tried to fix something, I'm sure it would be better, but now they just seem to hate each other.
I want what's ours. Good. I'm glad we agree. Gamlen told me he gave the estate as payment to some slaver who beat him at dice. Apparently, our ancestral home is now a base for slavers from all over Thedas.
Good. Then we can break in, and I don't care if we kill them.
I already talked to both of them about this. Gamlen said they guard the front entrance well. But Mother gave me her old key. She said it should unlock the cellar. Apparently the sewers run right beneath the house.
Ew.
I think this is the same cheese that was here a year ago.
Why would they even keep cheese right here? To make the room stinky? A note addressed to Gamlen. Gamlen Amel. Payment is now 2 months late, Sarah. Interest accrues. As you are well aware, you will find yourself barred from our establishments unless payment is made. Think. No better. Card Sharp or Numbers Runner in Kirkwall will deal with you. I certainly hope this matter is attended to before steps are taken. Let us avoid further unpleasantness. Gallard. Do they sleep here? Such a strange construction. It feels like it's a very big gap between these beds. Like this one is too high up and this one is too low.
What is that stain?
What stain? I think it's the first time I see that.
What is that stain?
There is nothing. At least they have some warmth. How do they access this floor? Alright, let's see. It's so much to look at. Can we give this to Bethany? I remember that we can't change armor, but the weapons I think we can give them. Aha! So this is specifically for Bethany. Let's take it. We may as well take some other accessories for companions, but actually this is a spoiler for people who play for the first time. So this is for Rogue, I assume? Yeah, you can see how much better this armor is. But actually it's nice that I can't equip it now. I'm not going to pick it up right now because my inventory will explode. I will just come back later. What level am I? 4. Oh, I can use axes instead of daggers. Cool, I will just get some accessories for the companions. Yeah, I did something. Oh, I completed some quest and received 5 gold. Okay. This is crazy. Alright, I think it's okay for now, because it's taking too long. Digging in these chests. Let's see what we need to do. Ah, okay, we can't see the world map. Let's maybe do this quest duty, because we picked it up early. Before some other quests.
The streets aren't safe at night. We should do something about that.
Yes, but first I will give you some rings and other stuff so you are stronger. Oh, she can actually equip this amulet even though it's not for her. It's just that this one is only for her, but she can still equip other ones. So I should have picked up more. Alright. Alright, and as I remember, I think I can improve their armor by buying parts in the shops. Or maybe it improves if we finish their quests. We'll see, I guess. The warrior maintains constant awareness of the battlefield. So long as the warrior has a shield equipped, enemies receive no bonus for attacking from behind.
Last one to strike buys the drinks.
Cool.
I don't make my guards fight gangs in dark corners, but if you'd like to help...
I don't have a choice. They attack. Wait, is this our quest? Yes.
Looks like trouble's coming.
Oh, amulet, I can give it to someone. They're doing so good without me. Everyone has amulets, so it's okay. Do we go there? Or did I just pick up something from someone and I didn't notice? Oh, okay. So it's just mercenaries I need to deal with. Alright, I think I will do these quests when I do the other quests in this area. So I don't just go for that specifically there. And since it's night right now, maybe we can do this one. To pretend like it's just the same night when they are meeting. The ancient mining tunnels beneath Hightown and Lowtown now form the city's sewers, as well as the slum known as Darktown.
These streets should be safe at night. Care to help out with that?
Good. Let's get started.
What is this one? Okay.
One less against us.
They like to scream so much during the combat. Or after. These combats in the city that are repetitive are actually satisfying because I know I'm collecting money from them for the expedition. So I guess this was the way for the developers to make it not annoying. That it's the same over and over. Because you get happy that you collect money. That you need to finish the Act 1. Aha, here he is.
Oh, I am going to enjoy.
But it feels like it's more mercenaries in this city than just normal citizens. There is no end to them.
Are you Ansel?
Ah! Sweet mother of Parth. You can't just run up on someone like that. Are you the one that mercenary told me about? The one looking for work?
Just tell me what you want.
Of course. Listen to me babbling like a lyrium smuggler, which I'm not. My apologies, human. I haven't been on the surface very long. I keep thinking I'll fall up into that sky any minute.
Bartrand used to be like that. Got jumpy every time he stepped outside.
What a bizarre thing to be scared of.
But I digress. I need some help. Rather badly, in fact. Some product of mine has been misplaced. The men who were supposed to deliver it decided not to. If you retrieve my property, I could reward you handsomely.
Just what did these men steal?
Did I say steal? I don't know if I would go that far. They seemed like perfectly reasonable smugglers. They smiled and everything. The goods are valuable, however, and illegal. And my client wants them very, very badly. You know how these Templars can be.
You're smuggling lyrium to the Templars?
Maker's breath. Between the Chantry, the Carta, and the Coterie.
By the Paragons, not so loudly. My word, I'm not cut out for this. I should have taken that job sweeping stables like Mother insisted.
Make it worth my time, and I'll help you.
Oh, I will. Or I'll try to. The gentlemen conduct their business at night in a little hovel within the alienage. If you have to kill them, then I guess it can't be avoided. But I'm sure they'll be reasonable.
No. I don't like when rivalry pops up. When I will get all the companions, I will have to think who I'm taken with, on which quest, so they don't disapprove.
To arms! There's nothing like the smell of fresh blood.
So here is the area I was talking about. So basically this is a part of the city where only elves live, and the elves are not allowed to live in another area, I guess, even if they manage to get rich somehow, but I doubt it that they can in these circumstances. Kirkwall, the Elven alienage. Lowtown is home to a squalid Elven alienage. Here, like in most Tedas alienages, elves are packed into tiny rundown apartments and effectively segregated from the human population. Yes, this thing will explain better than I do. Kirkwall's alienage is even more dilapidated than the rest of Lowtown, but the elves go to great lengths keeping the place looking bright and festive. The Vedandal tree of the people, standing in the middle of the alienage, is a symbol for elven pride and shared cultural identity, and it is lovingly cared for. It's difficult to say if the elves would continue confining themselves to the alienage if they were given the chance to mingle. They may not admit it, but some feel that living among their kind is far better than living with humans, no matter how terrible alienage life may be. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genitivi. The stars next to an item in your inventory show the item.
Watch your step!
Oh, where? Okay. And thankfully I
do
can
it.
disarm it because I'm a rogue. Let's check this one first.
It's about time.
More of them, great. I was starting to get lonely.
They were clearly expecting someone.
Anso's goods are probably in that chest.
Music, you can stop. I'm not fighting anymore.
It's empty.
Waste of bloody time. Who put us up to this?
I guess we have no choice but to go back to Anso and tell him.
Why don't they suspect Anso right away that maybe he wanted them to die?
That's not the elf. Who is that?
It doesn't matter. We were told to kill whoever enters the house.
Now we see blood.
She has my mom's haircut. Here he is, favorite companion of
I don't know
everyone,
who you are, friend,
not
but
him.
you made a serious mistake coming here.
Lieutenant, I want everyone in the clearing, now!
Captain! Your men are dead, and your trap has failed. I suggest running back to your master while you can.
Oops, I think I forgot to remove
You're
mods.
going nowhere, slave.
That's what I was saying. But okay,
I'm not a slave.
I think I will keep it like this because... Listen.
I apologize. When I asked Anso to provide a distraction for the hunters, I had no idea they'd be so numerous.
I will explain. So I decided to add mods to my game because I just don't understand how he can carry huge two-handed sword and be so tiny with noodle arms. So I added mods to make him more buff, and I also was planning to romance him in the other playthrough, and I wanted him to look better than he is because I don't like how he looks originally, and please don't kill me for saying that. But it didn't fix it for me. I still don't like him, so I can't romance him. But I kept it, the muscles, because he's a warrior and he should be strong. And his sword is gigantic. So it just doesn't make sense for me that he doesn't have muscles, you know? I always keep forgetting what is Anzo's role in this quest, so I need to remember now.
I take it these men were looking for you.
Correct. My name is Fenris. These men were Imperial bounty hunters seeking to recover a Magister's lost property, namely myself. They were trying to lure me into the open. Crude as their methods were, I could not face them alone. Thankfully, Anso chose wisely.
Everything Anso said was a lie, then?
Not everything. Your employer was simply not who you believed.
If you couldn't fight them, why not just run?
There comes a time when you must stop running, when you turn and face the tiger.
That seems like a lot of effort to find one slave.
It is.
Does this have something to do with those markings?
Yes. I imagine I must look strange to you. I did not receive these markings by choice. Even so, they have served me well. Without them, I would still be a slave.
I don't appreciate being lied to.
Perhaps the deception was unnecessary. If so, I'm sorry. I've become too accustomed to hiding. If I may ask, what was in the chest? The one they kept in the house?
It was empty.
I suppose it was too much to hope for. Even so, I had to know.
You were expecting something else?
I was, but I shouldn't have. It was bait, nothing more.
I've done what you wanted. The job's over.
Not just yet. It's as I thought. My former master accompanied them to the city. I know you have questions, but I must confront him before he flees. I will need your help.
It sounds like you intend to do more than just talk.
Daenerys wants to strip the flesh from my bones, and has sent so many hunters that I've lost count. And before that, he kept me on a leash like a Qunari mage, a personal pet to mock Qunari custom. So, yes, I intend to do more than just talk.
If I'm compensated for my trouble, then I'll help.
I will find a way to repay you. I swear it. The Magister is staying at a mansion in Hightown. Meet me there as soon as you can. We must enter before morning.
Why? Evelyn, what have I done now? I'm so scared that in the end of the game, everyone will hate my character and it will be tough.
Why is it nobody ever seems happy to see us?
How about you? Now you
Alright, I think we can finish here for today. I've played more than an hour and I will go crazy editing probably. But I think this kind of game is better to play for more than an hour. And also tell me in the comments if I should remove my mods and revert him to being smaller. For me personally it doesn't matter because I'm not going to romance him 100%, so it doesn't matter for me how he looks. But I am lazy to remove the mods, so I will keep them. But if you tell me that it's atrocious and horrible, then I will remove them for you.